All right, good morning, guys. I'm so sorry for being late. I was planning for the class and then I just lost a track of time. So I'm sorry, guys. Just give one more minute and then we'll get started, okay? Okay, I think well, it's 8:20, so let's get started. Um, let's see. Okay. So today's agenda is I decided not to move on to the next section today, but rather I want to talk about your grades. And because um, it is a problem, okay? And I want to hear what you think about it, okay? I want a little bit of a honest discussion about how things are going. And so I want to hear you hear what you think are thinking about, and I'm gonna make some propositions so that you can get back on track. Okay, so I've worked on your grades yet last night, and I've updated everything from all those 5 quizzes, one 5 assignments, one quiz, and then one test. And so so to find out what you really are getting for this class, you need to go to Student View, and it is updated. So everything is updated in there, and I've adjusted your uh, quiz and test because we've talked about that yesterday about not getting the any partial credit in multiple choice tests. So I've adjusted. The score has gone up. So the whatever you see on a student view, that is the grade that you're going to get for this uh, grading period. Or I guess the grading period is not yet. Okay, but that's what you are getting right now. Okay. So I need you to check the grades today, or maybe even right now. I don't know if you can see the your grades from your cell phone or whatever. Please take a look at it. There are quite a bit of failure rate in this class right now, more than um, more than before, and you're not gonna get the free pass. Okay, you have to earn it. But I think I was thinking about this yesterday, how I can help you, some of you, get back on track. Either, about half of you are doing just great. You're getting B's and A's, right, in this class. And then the other half is basically failing the class. Or maybe not half. Yeah, that's a little too much. Right? But we've got quite a bit of F's. There are number of students who have not come to the class at all, so I don't really need to talk to you guys about that. But for those who are coming to the class, but there are some of you that are have not taken the test yet. So That's really alarming. Okay, the test was needed to be finished by last Sunday, but some of you have not taken that test. I'm not talking about any one specific student. There are a couple of you guys who have not taken the test, and I don't know why. Okay, well, I have some theory to it, but this online class is really interesting in a way. There are lots of I think good things happening, right? You've got video instructions that are recorded and that you are able to see it again if you want to, right? And that's something that we've never had. You've never had it before, right? And yesterday's recording, I did upload it yesterday. Well, I will take a look at it. Okay. So I did upload the yesterday's video. Somebody is asking on the chat, so I will check that. But um, but there are some negative side effects, if you call it, for having online classes. And that is that it's really has become easier and easier to miss classes or just 30 minutes late. Or again, I will I would prefer that you come to the class late than never. Okay, so you come in if you wake up late or whatever, just join the class anyway, right? But it has become easier to miss classes or just be late or um, and that is causing some of you to do poorly in the class as well. And again, about half of you are doing perfectly fine, but about 25% of you are just not up to the par. And I know you can do better. Okay. And so we need to, I don't know, there is no really easy solution to this. Um, because after all, it has to be you that will pick up a pencil and do it, right? And I can do so much. You're not. This is not gonna be the last um, spring where you got pretty much everybody past the class, right? But it's not gonna be like that this time. If you see F, you're going to fail the class. Okay. And you will probably have to take this class again. And I'm not saying this to intimidate you or, you know, but that's a reality. Okay. And so we need to have a little bit of a reality check right now and to sort of fix the course of your trajectory. Okay. Where you're heading to the right path. Earlier the better, right? Right now we're still in October, so we can fix this easily. Okay, we are not that too deep into the well, it's been a month or so we can still fix this, guys. Okay, so for those who have not taken the test, for those who have not even taken the quiz or missing assignments, so you can still make them up. Okay. For those 5 assignments, I will not give you full credit. Okay. You will get only half of a credit, but you can still make it up. Okay. It's better than zero. For the quiz, okay. So for those who have not taken the test, okay, I will make it available until this Sunday, and then that will be shut down completely. Okay, it will not be accessible after that. Okay. Now, Also, let me talk to you guys about retake. I've said that the retake is going to be available, right? And it is. If you have done poorly on the test, the first unit test, I will make that test available probably by the end of today. Okay, I have to make one still, and it will be accessible to you. Okay, and then that retake, I'm gonna announce this. I will make it into the announcement on Canvas, so you don't have to write it down, but retake will be available until October 25th. Okay, so I will give you about 10 days to get that taken care of. Okay. So you've got about a week and a half to make up for that retake. If you are doing just fine in this class, you do not have to worry about anything that I said. You do not have to worry about retake. You don't take a retake if you are fine with your score, okay? But if you do, you need to take care of that. I will also be contacting students who have lots of absences or have never come to the class. So that's not you guys. So you don't need to worry about that. Please check your grades from student view. Okay. So make sure that you do that. And I've talked about, so bottom line, what I want to say, I want to stress to you guys today is that you need to come to the class. And if you miss the class, then you need to make up for the class as soon as possible. And that's really important, okay? You don't want to wait till next week. You don't want to wait, 2 days later. You need to make up for that day of the assignment immediately. Otherwise, the assignments will keep piling up. Again, I've said this before, but another incentive to come to the class is that we finish the assignment in class. In other words, I'm not giving you guys assignments, right? Would you agree with that? Okay. We work on the assignment in class and you finish it in class. Okay. And so you've got plenty of things to do. You've got jobs. I know some of you are working a lot. Some of you are taking care of your family, your siblings. You've got a lot of things. Maybe some of you are involved in sports, okay, music. So there are a lot of things that you need to do. So you've got plenty of things to worry about. And the math, should be the last thing that you need to, be worrying about in terms of working on assignments and so on. Okay. I mean, there are some times that we will have some things that you need to do outside of class, right? But in terms of assignment, let's get the assignments done in class, right? So you need to come to the class and finish it and then turn it in, okay? So I think that's it. I don't want to just keep talking to you guys. So what I'm going to do is, okay, today, for those who would like to retake the test, or for those who like to go over on the test that you haven't taken, I am going to give you guys a little bit of a catch-up lesson today, okay? For those who are doing perfectly fine, I've turned in the 5 assignments, I've done the quiz, I've taken the test, and I did fine on the test. You are dismissed. Okay, so it's I don't know, lack of better words, free day. Okay. But if you want to go over on materials and do a summer review and to prepare for a retake or for the taking the test for the first time because you haven't taken it, then you need to stick around and let's go over. Okay? So at this point, you are dismissed. If you feel like you've got it, you're okay. You take care, and we'll get back to right to our work tomorrow. Okay, with assignments and everything. Otherwise, you stick around and let's get ready for the review. Let's see. Anybody sticking around? Good. You guys want to go over, yeah? Okay, let me share the screen. Okay. I mean, we won't take forever to do the review, okay? Maybe we'll spend about 30 minutes. And then I want you guys to take the test today, okay? So let me share that screen right here. Okay, if you ever want to, like, if you don't have good notes, then maybe you can take a picture of it, okay? Because I'm not gonna give you wait for you to take notes a lot. I'm gonna go over on a lot of a mess. So we'll just go over on each section quickly. Just jump right in. Talk to me if you have any questions. Okay, there's no time to be bashful about this. Okay, we can't afford you to not ask questions. So just ask me questions, and we'll just talk about this. Okay, let me open up the chat. Okay. I don't know why the yesterday's recording is not visible. Hang on a second, guys. Participants. Okay, very good. Okay, so we've got 5 of you. I was hoping that we would have more, but that's okay. So let's go over on this. Okay, we talked about natural numbers, whole number, integers, rational numbers. Okay, so these are the descriptions. Okay, natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whole number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically, natural number and a whole number are essentially same thing. Okay, but then we've got integers. Integers cover all negative side too. -1, -2, -3. But you notice that those natural number, whole number, integers, they're all whole number. Okay? No decimals, no 1.2, 1.35. Okay, it's all 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, everything. Okay, and then we've got irrational numbers. Okay, Christian, we are going over on the review. I think you could use some review here. And we did talk about grades are all uploaded in student view and that quite a bit of students are failing the class, okay? And or need to take the test or retake the test, So I'm going over on the test right now, or question. Okay, review questions. So, and think this is useful, this map in on the test as well. Okay, you've got rational number and irrational number. In other words, it means that one number cannot be both rational and irrational. It's either rational or irrational. Okay, and then, so for example, let's try this one. Okay, this one, 2/5. What kind of a number is that? It is irrational because it's a fractions. I mean, it's a rational number because rational numbers are three things. You guys remember me saying that? Rational numbers are fractions, repeating decimals. It's like this, 0.666, or terminating decimal. Terminating means that the decimal that stops, 0.156 and stops. And those are all rational numbers. Okay. Irrational numbers that are not rational. Okay. So it does not repeat. It does not terminate. Okay. It doesn't stop. And then you can write as a fraction like these. Those are irrational. So 2/5 is a fraction. So it's a rational number. How about square root of 5? Most of the square roots are irrational. Okay? But like square root of 4, do you see right there? Square root of 4 is not irrational because square root of 4 can be simplified as 2, right? So square root of 4 is not, but square root of 6, square root of 7, square root of 8, square root of 9 is 3. So square root of 9 is not irrational, okay? About 3.172. It's the decimal that stops. That's terminating decimal. So again, it is 3.172. It's a rational number. Negative square root of 9. Negative square root of 9 is -3, isn't it? And what's a -3? -3 is, it's integer, isn't it? Right? It cannot be natural. It cannot be whole number because whole number and natural numbers are all positive, okay? But negatives are integers. So negative square root of 9 goes into integer, right? 8/2. What is that? 8/2 is same thing as a 4. Now, what is a 4? 4 is a natural number, isn't it? Okay. So 4 is a natural number. Now, when I put 4 in natural number, do you notice that 4 is also inside of the whole number circle too? Right? And then do you see that 4 is also inside of integer circle? So 4 is a natural number, but 4 is also whole number. And then 4 is also integer. Okay? So that's all I'm going to say. I mean, we can talk about it a little bit more, but we've had the assignments about that. Okay. So you need to go over on that. If you want to snap a picture of this, okay. This is the assignment from the first assignment. And we went all the way up to this. So you might want to take a picture of this and study for that. Okay. Next, second, you guys okay? Any questions so far? Okay, good question, Alexandra. Are all rational numbers integers? it's just like those are just like the test question there. So you're asking good question. Rational numbers, all the rational numbers are not integers. Okay. For example, 2 over 5. 2 over 5 is cannot go inside integer circle. So all rational numbers are not all integers. Like a 2 over 5. 2 over 5 is not integers. 3.172, that's decimals, right? So it cannot be integers. But all the integers, all the whole numbers, all the natural numbers are inside the rational number box, isn't it? So the other statement is true, Alexandra. All the integers are rational numbers. All whole numbers are rational numbers. All natural are rational numbers. Does that make sense? Let's talk about inequality. Let's just do one problem again. So I'm gonna erase this. This is from the class, by the way. So you're going to solve inequality. Let's just do this question once, okay? So you guys want to write down this question in your notes? Okay, so let's solve it. To solve this, you have to distribute for this one. So 6 plus 10 minus 5x is less than 41. You okay with that? Now 6 and 10 are on the same side, so let's combine that. Whatever that's 16, right? So 16 minus 5x is less than 41. And what are you going to do next? We're going to subtract 16. Subtract 16. You okay with that? So negative 5x is less than, what is it? 25? Now here's the last step, and this is where I want you to pay attention, okay? Now how do you get rid of that negative 5? Don't you have to divide by negative 5? So that will be gone. Now, what do you guys remember about dividing both sides by negative? When you divide both sides by negative number, you have to flip the inequality sign. So it's going to be x is now greater than 25 divided by negative 5 is negative 5. It's not because the answer is a negative answer, okay? And that has nothing to do with it. It could be positive, but because we divided both sides by negative 5, divide by negative 5, divide by negative 5. So we have to flip the sign, okay? So that is going to be the answer. Yeah, very good. So now I'm going to ask you guys to graph this, okay? So you've got negative 5 somewhere on the left side of a 0, right? So a couple of things. There are two different circles. It's open circle or closed circle. You need to know how to, which one is for is. it for this answer solution? Is it open or closed? This one is going to be just leave it open. You're not going to fill the circle in. So this circle, it's either open or closed. Now, open is when you have less than or greater than. Closed, if you have less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Okay? Then you have to fill the circle in. Okay? Next, this is the arrow, the greater than sign. It's just like an arrow, isn't it? And the arrow is pointing that way. So we have to shade this side. It's greater than. Okay? So this is inequality. Okay? And we've done lots of problems. I don't know if you want to, the picture is a little bit slided. But if you want to take a picture of that, you guys want to, anybody interested in taking a picture? So here. Then we also had this question. Okay. And then we had some assignments. If you have not done the assignments, at least you can take a look at it. I want you to still work on it by yourself though, okay? So these are some of the assignment questions. If you want to take a picture of that and then study for it, okay? Don't just copy down and feel like you've got it, because you need to work on it, okay? So that's that inequality. Let's talk about next unit. Okay, here it is. Okay, it's a lot of a mess. I'm going to ask you guys on the test about domain and range. Okay, what's domain? X value. What's a range? Y value. Okay, so let's just do a couple of problems here. Is for this question, okay, what is a domain? Domains is X value, right? So all you do is you just list all the X value. X values are the first number, isn't it, of the coordinate. So -2, 0, 1. You don't need to write down the same number twice, and then 2. So you just list -2, 0, 1, 2. That's it. Then this is the domain. Okay. It's really easy. You will see this type of question on the test. Okay. I'll ask you to state the domain. Okay, which one is our domain? Okay. Yeah, go ahead. What's the question? You can just speak out loud or type it in. Doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, definitely we can do that. So Alexandra has the question about the question. So let's do this. 25 25x minus 10, 5 times 4x minus 6. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to just kind of go through quickly, okay? So I'm going to distribute. So what is that? 20x minus 30. Now, you've got x and x on both sides, right? And you can't have that. Okay, you need to get rid of one of them. Okay, and for inequality, I want to keep x on the left side. Okay, so that means that I'm going to get rid of this 20x. So I'm going to subtract 20x, and that is going to cancel out. So I have to subtract 20x. Okay, so far are you doing the exact same thing? So I've got 5x minus 10 is greater than negative 30. You okay with that? And then what are you going to do next? I'm going to add 10. Add 10. You still good? So 5x is greater than negative 20. Probably your mistake is a really simple one. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 5. Are we going to flip the sign? No, because we are dividing by positive 5. So you do not need to flip. You don't flip. Okay.
Okay,
So
then that's where I went wrong, because I thought I was supposed to flip because the 20 was the negative.
20 was negative. It's a very, very common mistake though. Okay. It's not because the answer is a positive or a negative, but when you divide both sides by negative number, then you flip no matter what the answer is going to be. Yeah. So you're just gonna still keep the greater than sign, and then the answer is still is gonna be -4. Yeah, that's a very good question. Okay, keep it coming, guys. It's all about you, whatever you want to ask questions. Okay. Okay, so let's get back to that. Domain and range is that. Maybe you can take a picture of this if you want to. Okay. I might ask you to find the domain and range from the graph with the dots. Again, you're going to list x values and y values. What is the x value of these two dots? Those are -2, right? So that's -2. What's the x value of this dot? It's 1, right? That's 1. What's the x value of this dot? It's 2. What's the x value? It's 6. Okay, so that's a domain. Okay, and the range is the y value. Okay, what's the y value of this dot? That's a -5, right? -5. And so you keep going in that way. Okay. Let's see. Is there any specific questions? I don't want to just board you with the things that you already know. So this is the domain. You need to know what's a function and what's not function. Is this a function? No. Okay. Because one x value is going for two y values. So if you're splitting like that, that's not function. But this one is okay. This is a function. Two different x value going for one y value. That is okay. Okay, so this is a function. This is not a function. This is the top one is not function. The bottom one is not. Okay, you good? Anything else? Why is this not a function? Because, do you guys remember the vertical line test? Vertical line test says this: if you draw a bunch of a vertical line. Now, right now, the line is hitting only one part of the graph, right? Like one part right here. But when I come over here, I'm hitting multiple point location of the graph. That is not a function. This one is a function, this one B. because no matter where you draw the vertical line, you are only hitting one part of the graph, isn't it? One part, one part, one part, one part. So that's function. Okay. Okay, this is a good question. How about this one? This is not a function because if you draw that, you are hitting 2 points. So that's not a function. Okay. And then we did have the assignments for that. The last thing that we did was inverse function. Okay, and let's talk about this. And it will be done, okay? So here we have a function. I'm gonna do this over again. Maybe you can also take a picture of that if you don't have this notes, okay? So to find the inverse function, there are 2 easy steps to follow. First step, you're going to switch, okay, right here. You're going to switch X and Y. What I mean by that is you're going to turn Y to X and X to Y. So I'm going to rewrite this, okay? X equals -3y plus 4. Okay, and then step 2, you're going to solve for y. Okay, so y is right here, so we're going to solve it. You're going to make y by itself. So you're going to subtract 4, x minus 4 equals -3y. And then you're going to divide by -3. Again, you're solving for y, right? You're going to make y equals. So that's it. Y equals x minus 4 over -3. That is the inverse function, okay? Let's find it, just one more. Let's find the inverse function of the equation that has a fraction in it. It's a little bit more than a little bit more difficult than the one before. Okay, again, but the steps are the same. You're going to switch x and y. So x equals 2 over 3y minus 3. And then you're going to solve for y. So I'm going to add 3. X plus 3 equals 2 over 3y. Okay, now next we need to get rid of that 2 over 3. I'm going to get rid of that 2 over 3 one number at a time. First, I'm going to get rid of this divide by 3. What do you think you need to do to get rid of that divide by 3? You multiply by 3. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 3. And then that 3 and 3 cancels out. So now I've got 2y equals, you see this right here? 3x plus 9. And then I'm going to divide by 2. Now, you can just divide by 2 like that, but in this case, I'm going to divide by 2, divide by 2. So your answer is y equals 3 over 2x plus 9 divided by 2. Let's just put 4.5. And that is going to be the inverse function. Well, we've done a lot more, but those are just, well, and then we had the review section. This is just a review work assignment, right? Did you guys all turn in this assignment? Again, I don't want to just copy down and turn it in, but if you didn't, but please take a picture of that. Hopefully, it will give you more practice. Okay. So, um, let's see. I'm just going to talk to you guys specifically. Alexandria, did you take the test? Or how about Christian? Christian, have you taken the test yet? I guess you don't have to tell me. I can. I guess I can look it up. But so if you have not taken the test, you need to take it today. Okay, well, I said it's gonna be open till Sunday, this Sunday, and I'm gonna shut it down completely. You will not able to take the test. Okay, but if you have taken the test, but you want to do the retake, if you did poorly on the test and then you want to retake it, I will make the retake version available hopefully by the end of today. Okay. And the retake will be, you will be able to do the retake. Okay. Any questions, guys? Is anybody still there? Okay. How are you guys feeling in this class? How do you feel about this class? You think you've got it? Do you think you can not good? Yeah. Christian, why not? I just want to find out what's going on there. Is it difficult? Is the attendance? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope you can kind of organize your time and be able to, focus on. We need you. We need you to come to the class. Okay. I know it might be difficult sometimes. I don't know what the exactly the challenge is of. I know there are a lot of things going on in your life that I have no idea of, but I just want to. I want to. I'm glad to see you today. Okay, that you came, but I need you here every day so that you don't fall far behind on this class. Okay. So again, please try to go over on the test. If you haven't taken the test, take it, okay? And then if you have taken the test, let's try to, I will make that retake available. If not today, if I don't get it done today, it will be available tomorrow, and then it will be open for about 10 days. So you will have a chance to do the retake. Okay. Any questions you guys want to ask me? Yeah. Jacob, do you feel like you can do better on that test? Well, okay. If you don't have any more questions, let's close the class and please take care of yourself. Okay. Uh, I'm cheering for you. Okay. I'm rooting for you. You can do this. Okay. But let's take one at a time. Okay. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. All right. Take care, guys. Jacob, are you doing okay?